You know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? You can tap in, you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You do know what I suggest, and I suggest you tap in. So let's get right into it. Now, listen, you already know time and energy are the highest forms of currency. Time, energy, the highest forms of currency, my G. Listen, I know they got you out here chasing the bag, chasing that money, getting that paper, but always keep it in the front of your mental Rolodex that time and energy are the highest forms of currency at all times, my G. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. Big salute to all my day one investors, everybody that been tapped into the channel since day one. Constant elevation, we growing organically. You already know how we doing over here. We are not stopping. Constant elevation, and we growing organically. We not gonna stop, my G. Salute to y'all, and even bigger salute to all my newcomers, all my new subscribers, everybody that's tapped into the channel, everybody that's making their way to Grown Man Business TV, the realest channel on YouTube. You understand what I'm saying? We carved out a lane for the real, and I'm the only one in it. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. Now listen, man, you already see the thumbnail, you already see the title, you already know what we about to talk about, but I gotta say this, this is a late night live stream. You understand what I'm saying? Beautiful Saturday night. A lot of people still up. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. Thought it was a perfect time to tap in with the subscribers, tap in with the people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You already know we got a strike on the channel, so we just getting back in the algorithm. Make sure you hit the subscriber button. Make sure you hit the like button. That's gonna put us back in the algorithm. That's gonna take us back where we was at. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. We still running these numbers up. Late night live stream. Been in the pool all day. Been enjoying myself. You know what I'm saying? Good drinks, good food, jacuzzi, pool. Is what it is. Beautiful weather, palm trees. You understand? The house, the big house is almost like a vacation. You know what I mean? One thing for sure, two things for certain. I made my home a vacation. I ain't got to take a flight to the Bahamas, man. My sanctuary is just like that. So big salute to everybody that been tapped in. So, with the thumbnail, you already see how we giving it up. You know what I'm saying? Free Thugga. Free Young Thug. You got everybody in the industry saying free Young Thug. You got all the content creators saying free Young Thug. You got all the rappers. You got all the athletes. You got all the puppets. Everybody that's working for the higher ups and the elites screaming free Young Thug. I mean, I just recently heard a song with Drake talking about he can't sleep at night, knowing that Young Thug is in Crook County, Cobb County, whatever the county is out there in Georgia. Drake said he can't even sleep at night, knowing that Thug is in the county jail, locked up behind bars. Free that man. Got a lot of people saying free that man. And being as though Grown Man Business TV, is exactly what it's called, Grown Man Business. Being as though this is what it is, I'm a free thinker, right? I think outside the box. I'm an individual. So just because everybody's saying free Thug don't mean I'ma say free Thug. And I had to sit down and really think about why haven't I, Grown Man Business TV, why haven't you spoken up for Thugga? Why haven't you done any content saying free Thug? Like everybody else. Everybody else is screaming free Thug. And the downloads started downloading. Why would I scream free Thug? What did Thug do for the community? What did Thug do for the rap game? What did Young Thug represent? What narrative did he push? What agenda did he push? Why would I, Grown Man Business TV, why would a grown man, a heterosexual grown man, scream out of his mouth, free Young Thug? Really think about that. What was Thugger's angle? Oh, I forgot. Thugger used to wear a dress. Thugger was a rapper. Let's really, it's nasty work. And, I said I was going to go live, and I said, what, let's just do it right now. Saturday night. We're going to talk about this. Young Thug is an Atlanta rapper. He's from Atlanta. He's a rapper. He's an entertainer. He's a public figure, right? He has a heavy influence on the youth, on the youngsters, on the kids. He has a heavy influence on the black community, on the urban community. And Thug, with a name like Thug, you understand what I'm saying? Wears dresses, wears lipstick, and pushing the agenda. Now, why would Thug, how could he get famous? How could a guy like Young Thug get famous in the industry where you need talent, where you need to be able to have lyrics, where you need to be able to be saying something, and he's spitting a whole bunch of gibberish. We can't even understand half the words he's saying out his mouth. How is it that he is famous and he is one of the biggest rappers of this generation? Well, when I was coming up, you had a guy named Tupac Shakur. Tupac Shakur was a hell of a lyricist. He was an amazing rap artist. He was an amazing celebrity. He was pushing the envelope. He was going against the higher ups and the elites. He was challenging the establishment. And on his stomach, right, he had a tattoo. And it was the tattoo was Thug. He had tattooed Thug across his stomach. Thug life, my bad. He had tattooed Thug life across his stomach, and he was screaming at the establishment. He was screaming at the police. He was screaming at the government, and he was saying, we are thugs, and we'll take this shit over. We are thugs, homie. Rebels, radicals. You understand what I'm saying? And we all know Tupac lost his life tragically out there in Vegas. He was assassinated just like Nipsey Hussle, just like Young Dolph, just like any other messiah that comes our way that can actually save or help steer the youth in the right direction. He was assassinated by a higher power, right? Years later, years and years and years later, here comes Young Thug. Now, Young Thug is using the same moniker as Tupac, but the only difference between him and Tupac is, well, let me show you. The only difference between him and Tupac is he liked to wear skirts and he liked to wear halter tops like Busta Rhymes in Africa Bambaataa. The only difference is he took a note out of Africa Bambaataa's book. He took a note out of Busta Rhymes' book. He took a note out of New York City in the whole hip hop, hippity hop, hoppity hip community. And he took a note out of their book, and he named himself Thug, but he's wearing skirts. Yeah. He's wearing skirts. Let's look at it. He's laying across cars with his arm out, and he's feminine, and he got his whole little chest out. He want to take a photo, and he's showing his nipples, and he's covering up, and he's so feminine, so feminine. So when the higher ups and the elites got a wind of this, when the higher ups and the elites saw what Young Thugger was willing to do to be famous, what Young Thugger was willing to do to get up out of Atlanta, what Young Thugger was willing to do to take it to another level and get that money, they knew that Young Thugger was willing to walk through the door. Oh, he's begging to go through the door, and his name is Thug. The perfect opportunity to change the narrative when you look at the name Thug, when you look at the word Thug. The perfect opportunity to change the narrative, to change the angle. Because anytime we heard the word Thug when I was coming up, it meant gangster, it meant rebel, it meant revolutionary. It meant that it was somebody coming. If they had the term or the title Thug, they was going to go against the establishment. They were something that you should be worried about. But now when we think about the word Thug, and you got to know something, words are spells, my G. Words are spells. You can cast spells. So when you say words, you are casting spells. So now when we think of Thug and we say Young Thug, you're casting a spell of the Rainbow Coalition. Huh? You're casting a spell of demasculinity. Demasculated men. You're no longer casting a spell of a rebel, of a revolutionary, of somebody that's going to challenge the establishment. Tupac was that. That's what thug life was. A nation of thugs who could fight us. You was killed in a bomb homicide. Bomb died like the one across when Lucifer died. Listen, man. Yeah. Thugs meant rebels. They were scared of Tupac. They were scared of the thug life and the thugs that he might cultivate. Now, when you think of thug, this what you think of. This what you think of right here. Nasty work. So you got to know that the higher ups and the elites are playing chess at the highest level. And one of the levels is spell casting. We done changed the whole narrative of thugs. So now when they think about thugs, they ain't scared no more. They thinking about you're talking about Young Thug, right? Oh, y'all thugs. Y'all talking about like Young Thug and them? They don't think about, it's no more Tupac. It's Young Thug. So again, I asked the question, why is everybody screaming free Young Thug? The brainwashing is at an all-time high, my G. And if you're not paying attention, if you can't see through the smoke and mirrors, if your third eye ain't open, right? You gonna fall right in the mix. You're not even gonna be able to see the play when they running it. You looking for the double cross. That's why you always get caught with the triple cross. Stop looking for the double cross. It's the triple cross that's gonna get you, homie. So I'm not one of them dudes that's saying free thug. I don't really, you know what I'm saying? Me personally, I don't know how I feel about that. You know, you was pushing this to the youth right here. You have all the little boys, all the little youngsters out here wearing dresses, wearing skirts, wearing female clothing, participating in that tomfoolery, right? And not only was you doing that, but you had that young boy Woody out here. You had Woody out here causing mayhem in the black community. Causing mayhem in the black community. I'm talking killing after killing after killing, homie. You a whole ballerina, and then you in songs rapping about having Woody shoot stuff up. You wouldn't dare touch one of them dog fur people. You ain't never went to the suburbs and did no dirt. You ain't never went where the mansions at and put in no work, but where black people live at, where the young youth that you destroy and live at, that's where you shooting at. You shooting up the black community. At the same time, you wearing dresses and lipstick and got your hair in French buns and all of that. And then you want me, Grown Man Business TV, to say free thug? Nah, I'm gonna put it, I'm probably gonna be the first one to say this. Keep thug ass in jail. Keep thug ass. We don't need no more young thugs. We don't need one young thug. Young thug, listen, homie. You committed the crime, then you need to do the time. I wouldn't wish jail on nobody. But homie, you got some issues going on. You sitting in the court of law. I ain't, listen, if they free you, they free you. But I ain't screaming free Thugger. If you screaming free Thugger, you probably in the wrong place. This ain't the channel. We are not, nah, homie. Nasty, it's nasty work watching what they doing. What they doing with this whole hip hop situation. And I told y'all, New York City got the biggest down low community, the biggest DL community, DL society in America. In America, homie. So I don't ever want you to forget that this is what spawned Young Thug. Africa Bambaataa, New York, hip hop. Because they was hipping and hopping and hopping and hipping, and they was hipping in each other's hopping. And dudes like this, dudes like him, helped create this right here. You understand what I'm saying? Africa Bambaataa, dudes like this, these dudes right here, the creation of the term hip hop. Listen, they didn't create the culture. They created the term hip hop. And you got to ask yourself, why was they calling it hip hop? Because they was hipping and hopping and hopping and hipping. They was hipping and hopping on each other. They was hopping and hipping and hopping in each other's hopping and hipping and hopping. They was grown, yeah, in the Bronx. In the Bronx, New York, where they created the word hip hop. It was a bunch of booty bandits. It was a bunch of Rainbow Coalition members. It was a bunch of these dudes right here pushing hip hop to us, pushing hip. Why he got a goddamn Sunday morning? Why he going to church with this hat on? That's my grandmama hat, boy. Nasty work. This guy right here, Africa Bambaataa, the creators of hip hop in New York City, they spawned Young Thug. This is where Young Thug came from. This is the fruits of your labor when you started hip hop and you was doing what you was doing and y'all was hip hopping and hopping and hipping and hippity hopping and hopping and hipping. Look at his eyes right here, this dude right here. Look how he dressed. And you mean to tell me that ain't come from that? Sylvia, listen. Let me tell you why you right. I don't watch the trial, right? But the energies and the downloads and what I know and have seen Young Thugger doing to the culture and to the black community and to young black men pushing this type of propaganda and pushing this agenda to young black men instead of telling them to be stand-up men, grown men, and stand on grown man business, he's showing them how to put on dresses and wear women's clothes. It's probably his karma. It's probably his karma coming back to bite him in his ass. And that's why Fulton County is handling him. He shouldn't get it. You think they supposed to play fair? You think he playing fair dressing like this? You think Young Thug is playing fair dressing like this? You think that's fair? You don't think that's dirty work right there? That's dirty work right there. So if he's doing dirty work, why shouldn't Fulton County do dirty work, homie? If he's wearing a fucking leather mini skirt, he's wearing a mini skirt right here. What are we talking about? If this is what he's doing, what are we talking about? Now let me give you some more context. Let me give you some more context on, how I'm giving this up, because yes, Thugger is from Atlanta. But you got to understand something. Hip hop was created in New York City. So after New York City created the term hip hop, they started feeding it to the United States. Right? Hold on. Right? They started feeding it to the United States. And it started going all over into different areas and different sectors. In Virginia, we got a hold of hip hop, and in Cali and in Texas and in Atlanta and Florida, we all got a hold of hip hop. Not understanding that just the word hip hop need to be explained. What y'all was hopping and hipping and hipping and hopping? What the hell is hip hop? What? But we took it in. We didn't ask no questions. And we embraced it. We loved it. Little did we know, the creators of hip hop in New York City was running around like this. So we taking in the energy of these dudes. We partaking in the vibrations of these dudes. Him right here, look at him right here. So what you got to understand is, because hip hop is spiritual, homie, not hip hop, I'm sorry, because music is spiritual. Words are spells. When we heard these dudes saying, the freaks come out at night, the freaks come out, the freaks come out at night, the freaks come out at night, the freaks come out, the freaks come out at night. When we saw that and heard that, we didn't know what they was pushing, but those energies infiltrated a small portion of black, you understand? So in every city, in every culture, in every different state where dudes was engaging in hip hop, these type of dudes started popping up in due time. Right here, these type of dudes right here. You know, these type of dudes started coming out. The freaks come out. The freaks come out at night. The freaks come out at night. And see, this is what you gotta understand, homie. That's why it's good thing that you here. What's your name? Alika Miranda, right? Nobody cares what you do in your bedroom. If you man on man, whatever you do behind closed doors, that's your prerogative. It becomes an issue when you start to push it to the masses, when you start to try to push it towards children, when you start trying to push an agenda, you start trying to push a narrative. That's when it becomes a problem, homie. We don't need to know that Young Thug wears, we don't need to know nothing. Don't you push that to our children. The youngsters is who listen to Young Thug. It ain't a lot of old people that listen to Young Thug. The demographic of Young Thug's listeners is probably 16 to 28. That mean you pushing an agenda, homie. That mean you pushing something that don't need to be pushed over here. So me personally, I ain't screaming free Young Thug. If you ask me, I think you need to sit down for about 10 to 15, homie. You need to reevaluate. You understand what I'm saying? You need to recalculate. You need to recalibrate yourself, homie. I don't think you should come back right back out to the world right now. So what you could put more dresses on and shit? You could wear more high heels and try to walk around and nah, homie, we ain't with that. I don't care how old it is. It is what it is and it'll be what it's gonna be. It is what it is and it'll be what it's gonna be. And see, a lot of these dudes is scared to talk like this. They scared to tell you the real. They gotta go with what the higher ups and the elites. They have to go with the agenda. They have to go with the narrative. And the narrative is get black people behind Young Thug. Have them screaming free Young Thug. Because as soon as Young Thug get free, his ass gonna be in another dress. The youngsters, they love Young Thug. But guess what? I guarantee you if 15 years go by and Young Thug come out of jail, the youngsters ain't gonna fuck with Young Thug no more. All the young people that think Young Thug is cool right now, in 15 years, they're gonna have families. They not gonna listen to Young Thug. That shit gonna be something they say, hey, I used to listen to that back in the day. I don't rock with that no more. And all the youngsters those youngsters will be like, he washed up. That's so old. You remember Young Thug used to wear them dresses and shit? He just got out of jail 15 years later. Is what it is and it'll be what it's going to be. Same thing with Lil. You gotta see, the only reason why I point out New York City is because they are the origin of this. This is the offspring. This is what happens when you let the Zulu Nation run wild in hip hop. When you let the Zulu Nation run wild in hip hop, this is what you get right here. Joe Mackey, appreciate that, man. Hey, Joe Mackey, appreciate that 10-piece nugget. You already know we gonna dip that in barbecue sauce. I might get some Chick-fil-A sauce because I like Chick-fil-A sauce. You said Trump or Kamala? I'm going with Trump, homie. You know what? I'm glad you asked that. We're gonna talk about that first thing in the morning. We're gonna talk about Trump and Kamala first thing tomorrow when I get up and go live. But for right now, little Uzi Vert, Young Thug, I think they all need to do some jail time. They all need to lay it down. When I was coming up and you went to jail, it was called laying it down. You want your mama to put her house up and to bond you out, and the old head niggas to tell you, listen, youngster, we can't tell Miss Ann to do that. Go ahead and lay it down. Do your time. We're gonna send some money. We're gonna send some money to your Cash App. We're gonna send some money to your Green Dot. But you need to lay it down, homie. Don't let your mama, Lil Uzi Vert, right? Lil Uzi, right? Young Thug. It's time for them to lay it down, homie. It's time for you to lay it down, homie. Because you pushing an agenda. You pushing a narrative. Yeah. I say 10 to 15 years, homie. Easy. When it come to Young Thug, Fulton County, give his ass 20 years. Tell him you'll be out in 12. Yeah. So over here, we not talking. Yo, let me hold on, cause I see you in the chat, and I'm starting to think that you're a part of the Rainbow Coalition. Respectfully, is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. Let's be real. Insecure masculinity. Ain't no such thing as insecure masculinity. Ain't no such thing as toxic masculinity. It's just called masculinity, homie. You understand? You came to the right place. When you was scrolling through YouTube and you saw grown man business TV, you must have, y'all so used to dealing with Lil Nas X. Y'all so used to dealing with Saucy Santana. Y'all so used to dealing with Lil Uzi Vert. Y'all just so used to dealing with Young Thugger that when y'all come across a grown man like myself on grown man business that use my voice, that use my baritone, y'all don't know how to deal with that. So when you saw a grown man business TV, you probably thought it was a metaphor and you was going to come in here and you was going to talk to Saucy Santana. Ain't no such thing as insecure masculinity, homie. There's no such thing as toxic masculinity. It's just called masculinity. And listen, I'm a man unapologetically. I don't apologize for being a man, homie. I don't apologize for standing on grown man business, little buddy. I don't apologize for that. So when I call out these dudes like Young Thugger with all that makeup on his mouth, all that lipstick on his face, huh? Wearing dresses and shit. When I call that out, I don't apologize. And I don't let dudes or women, whatever you identify as, I don't let y'all make me feel like I need to be apologetic or apologize. I don't do that. Like it or don't, homie. That's why I tell you, you can tap in or your ass can tap out. But you know my slogan and you know what I suggest. I definitely suggest that you tap in. That you tap into this grown man business. That you tap into this grown man content at all times. You already know what it is. Straight off the bricks into the bottles. And listen, I'm going to give you that grown man business, that work, that pure dope. Straight off the brick into the bottles. And if you ask me, I'm not screaming free Thugger. Free him for what? Free him for what? Free him for what? Huh? Huh? Free him so he could come out here. So he could come out here and get his motherfucking Thugger on. Tapped into what? This is what Thugger is tapped into, Malik K. This is what Young Thug is tapped into. So why is y'all screaming free Young Thug all the time? Huh? Huh? This is what Thugger is tapped into, Malik K. Let's keep it all the way funky, homie. Let's keep it all the way funky, homie. This is Young Thug. So when y'all get to talking about, oh, free, nah, homie, nah, man, you need to stay your ass up in there a little longer. Gain some weight. I've been seeing you gaining your weight. Get up under that motherfucking weight bench. Start lifting your weights, homie. Get your weight up. Huh? Recalibrate. Go sit down with the Muslims, homie. Take your shahada. Ask for forgiveness. That's what you need to be doing, Thug. That's what you need to be doing. He getting a fair trial. He getting a fair trial, homie. He getting a fair trial. Thugger was out here doing what he was doing. Let's not act like Thugger wasn't out here putting in work, shooting shit up, calling for hits and all of that. Thugger was doing what he was doing. So He getting a fair trial if you ask me. Fair trial or not, you need to be locked up for, you need to lay down for about 5 to 10 years, nigga. You need to go get your goddamn Quran, do like all the other shooters and all the other homos do when they go to jail. They get with the Islam, Nation of Islam. They get a Quran, they get a prayer rug. They start motherfucking praying and eating Muslim food, and you know the process. Well, listen, I'm not a judge. I don't work for Fulton County. I'm telling you what the downloads is telling me. The downloads is telling me that Thugga, we can prove this, right, though? Can we prove this? That his name is Young Thug, but he's a ballerina. We can prove that though, right? So all the young boys running around trying to be Thug, wearing dresses, destroying the community. We want to free Young Thug, but we don't want to free Larry Hoover. They want to kill Nipsey Hussle and give us Crip Mac. Y'all don't see the plays being ran on y'all? All of a sudden, we talking about a fair trial. Look like he getting a fair trial to me, homie. When you dwell in the industry, right? When you lay down with the higher ups and the elites, when you go through the humiliation rituals and you walk through the door, whatever trial they want to give you is the trial that they want to give you. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. When you walk through the door, that's what they go. That's a fair trial when you walk through the door. Kissing his son? So he was sticking his lips out like that and putting them on his son? Nasty work, homie. Nasty work. I got a son, and I kiss him all the time, but I ain't gonna just I ain't puckering my lips out like that for my son like that. I ain't doing that. That ain't working. That ain't happening, homie. That ain't happening. So you telling me he was puckering his lips up to put him on his little son like that. And you said that shit to me like it meant something. Whether soapbox Willie, you said that shit to me like you was kind of like taking up for Thugger, like you was kind of like, come on, homie. Oh, he was kissing his son. Well, he poked his lips out. So hold on. Let's just be 100%. Let's just figure this out. Cause you typed that in the chat. You took your sweet time and you typed that in the chat. So you telling me he had his mouth like this to put it on his son? This the dude that y'all saying free him. This guy right here. Y'all want him free. Why? What is your reason for wanting this guy free? Is it his music? Can you relate to the pink hair and the female dresses? I mean, what about it? What we talking about, man? What we talking about? This what y'all into. And then get mad at me. Don't get mad at me, homie. This is Grown Man Business TV. It's the only channel on YouTube like this. I carved out a lane for the real, and I'm the only one in it. So when you come here, just know what you coming to get. Just know the information is raw, pure, uncut, homie. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be, man. What we talking about? Free Thugger. Free that man. Free Young Thugger. Free that man. Free Young Thugger. This what y'all trying to free right here. If you ask me, I think that, and I believe that Young Thugger needs some time behind bars. Young Thugger needs some time to recalibrate his mind. Young Thugger needs some time to find himself. Young Thugger need to go get with the Muslims. Get a motherfucking kufi. Get a kufi, homie. Get a prayer rug. Lay it down for 5 to 10 years, homie. Get your mind right. You got to catalog your money. You're going to make money. Your kids and your girlfriend is going to be all right. Take your time. Come back to reality, homie. Nasty work, man. Nasty work, man. Got his man, look, his nipples is protruding. He got his nipples protruding through the see-through silk shirt with his belly button out and a tutu on. He's a fucking ballerina. This is a ballerina. This is not a young thug right here. But again, words are spells, homie. Words are spells. And as soon as they got a chance to denounce what the real term, when the real meaning for thug was, and they got a chance to change the narrative, and they got a chance to cast a spell, a new spell. They got a chance to cast a new spell over Tupac Shakur, over the thug life that he brought to the rebel, the rhythm, the rebel. You understand what I'm saying? The radical, the thug that's going to challenge the establishment, the thug that's going to challenge the government, the thug that's going to challenge the police. See, once they got a chance to cast a spell over that thug and bring you the new and approved young thug. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Walk through the door, homie. Show your nipples through your shirt right there, homie. Lay it down, homie. Malik, yo, you a good dude. And I always see what you say. And this is Grown Man Business TV, so we not going to be, it's non-biased over here. Tupac had traces of Mook in his activity. Tupac had traces of Mook activity in his situation. He did, man. I can't lie about that. As a young boy, I saw Tupac in a ballerina outfit. Then when he got with the Digital Underground, I saw Tupac in a thong humping a blow-up doll. Broke my heart, homie. And then later in his later years, you understand, when he really was, see, Tupac was at the point where he was either going to walk through the door or he was going to lay it down. And he was trying to straddle the fence, just like Nipsey Hussle. Tupac was trying to straddle the fence long enough to take advantage of the higher ups and the elites. He was trying to straddle the fence long enough, but it didn't work. And what do I mean when I say straddle the fence, Malik K? I'm going to tell you what I mean. The last straw for Tupac was when they got him to come to this little-ass rinky-dink hotel room for a photo shoot. He thought he was going to like a suite. It's Tupac Shakur. So Pac thought he was going to a presidential suite, something like that, and do his photo shoot. And they sent, he ended up going to like a Holiday Inn or a Motel 6. Had some white people in there, some so-called photographers. And they had Tupac take this picture right here. So I want to give you this game because just to show you that this is not, I'm not taking up for this dude. I don't got nothing to do with these celebrities. I'm just pointing out what's real when it comes to these celebrities. And Tupac, he had the right state of mind, just like Nipsey Hussle. He had the right idea. He just went at it the wrong way. And before he could get it done, they smoked him. Watch this. Watch this. Hey, watch this. Yeah. Now again, this is why y'all come here. Get those likes up, homie. Hit that, tap that screen twice, homie. Get them likes up. Get them likes up. This is when I knew Tupac had went through the door. This is when I knew. This is when I knew that he had the right idea, but he went about it the wrong way. And he straddled the fence for too long. And it's only gonna be so long you're gonna be able to straddle the fence before they rock you. So he went to this hotel. He thought he was going to a presidential suite to do, this whole photo shoot. And he ends up at a rinky-dink hotel. And these white photographers, right, which they were definitely agents, they said, Tupac, we need you to take this picture. Follow us in the bathroom. We got some photos. We got some ideas. We want to take these pictures of you. And he did it. And it was a test. They tested him. And what he was supposed to do is be the thug life Tupac, the rhythm, the rebel Tupac, the radical Tupac, the thug that's gonna go against the establishment Tupac. That's who he was supposed to be. He was supposed to not do it. And he took these photos right here. Salute to the chat. He took these photos right here. You understand me? You understand? Now look how little the bathroom is. Look how little the tub is. This is a Holiday Inn, a Motel 6 tub right here. This is when I knew Tupac had totally crossed over. He crossed out and he crossed over and got crossed out. Right here. Look at the bathroom. This is a motherfucking Motel 6. This is a late night after the club. I'm gonna bust your ass down real fast and send you on home. We not even gonna lay in the bed because the bed probably got bed bugs, and we just gonna come in here and do what we do, and we need to go to the house afterwards. But they got Tupac Shakur, the thug, the rhythm, the rebel, the motherfucking thug life himself in a bathtub, butt ass naked. And I don't care what they say, he was butt ass naked if you ask me. Hands up. Look at his hands. Look at his eyes. That's the look saying, come on and goddamn do what you want to do, goddamn it. The humiliation ritual. But let me be real honest with you before we get back to Young Thugger. Malik, I just wanted to show you that I understand what you're saying, but I want to tell you this. I want to break this down to you. Pac was so powerful. His influence on young thugs and gangsters and niggas in the street, niggas in that street life was so influential. It was so powerful that the higher ups and the elites didn't believe that those pictures was going to be enough. Listen to me. They got those pictures and they said, man, God damn it, these pictures ain't going to be enough to make the young niggas in the hood look down on Tupac. He got a bunch of gold on him. Yeah, if you got your third eye open, if you can see through the smoke and mirrors, then you can really see what's going on with Pac. But the average nigga not going to be able to see what that is. Send him to Quincy Jones' house because you know he's dealing with Quincy Jones' daughter, and let Quincy Jones try to break him in. You know, Quincy Jones was Diddy before P. Diddy was P. Diddy. You understand? When Quincy Jones tried to advance Tupac, told him he wanted to suck him off. He wanted to suck him off right there on the couch. Tupac, he denied that. That, the rebel Tupac came out. The thug Tupac came out. Yeah, the radical Tupac. And he said, man, get your mother. And then he tried to expose Quincy Jones. He tried to tell people, like, yo, Quincy Jones tried to boop, whoop, whoop. He started telling people this shit because he was back to the rebel. All right, we got to get him out of here, homie. We tried. Hey, Suge. Hey, listen, Suge. We tried, homie. We got the photos. That wasn't enough. We tried to get motherfucking Quincy Jones in there. It didn't work out. Y'all need to, okay, here go Diddy. Here go the money. Here comes Zip. Yeah. Line them up and get him out of here. Tupac lost his life when he started playing in that mook energy. Young Thug, we ain't talking about killing him. We ain't talking about him losing his life. We talk about Young Thug laying it down for about 10 to 15 years. We talking about this dude right here laying it down for 10 to 15 years. This is the new fucking Thug, homie. And y'all dudes is out here talking about free him. Free Thugger. Free Thugger. Free that man. he need a fair trial. Free Thugger. And I'm a big dog telling you, fuck no. Keep Thugger. I'm going to make some shirts that say, keep Thugger, keep him. Lock his black ass up. Yeah, nigga. Yeah, don't get scared now, nigga. Huh? Yeah, you wasn't looking like that you wasn't looking like that when you was pop locking and dropping it. You wasn't looking like that when you had your nipples out and your see-through goddamn bonnet and your tutu on and you was a ballerina. Yeah. Why all the thug niggas look like that when it's time to go to jail? Huh? Why all the thug niggas start crying out to the people like Meeky Mills, bunny hopping Meek when it's time to go to jail? Now it's free Meek. You're crying in the jail cell and shit. Nah, nigga, do your time. That's what come with being a street dude. That's what come with being a thug, nigga. Even Tupac knew that. Tupac went to jail. Huh? Niggas want to be thugs and forget that thugs go to jail. Gangsters go to jail or they die. So don't get to fixing your eyes like this now, nigga. Time to lay it down. Huh? Yeah, you looking like that for, what? Huh? What you looking like that for, man? Huh? We ain't screaming free Thugger. I ain't screaming free Thugger, man. Now let's talk about Lil Woody, man. I've been wanting to talk about Lil Woody, and I was gonna do a whole live stream on Lil Woody, but I'm glad that I kind of figured out, and I'm gonna get Lil Woody, and I'm gonna talk about Lil Woody, man. Now, Lil Woody was Young Thug's hitman. Oh, he was a hitman, and I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna be very honest with you. Lil Woody was an amazing hitman. Supreme Science 777. What it do, my G? I see you. I see you in the chat. I just wanted to let you know I see you, homie. Lil Woody was an amazing hitman. I ain't gonna lie, man. You don't run across good workers like that every day. You don't just run across niggas who know how to get the job done and they're determined to get the job done. You seem to run across dudes that just don't get the job done. They always got an excuse why it didn't go right and why it didn't go this. Like Lil Woody is efficient. He's a hell of a worker. And he was working for Young Thug, man. Lil Woody got locked up and he started talking. He started telling. He started ratting. And Now what he's doing is he's recanting all of the things that he said, and he's saying that he was lying, and he got immunity for these bodies that they was trying to get him, lock him up with. He got immunity, so now he's telling the people that, hey, I ain't mean none of that X, Y, and Z, and I gotta salute Lil Woody for that. That's a real street nigga. That's real street politics. If you in the streets and but let's just keep it honest. Lil Woody is the 6ix9ine of Atlanta. I'm gonna say it again. Lil Woody is the 6ix9ine of Atlanta. Lil Woody is 6ix9ine without the rainbow hair. And for some reason, everybody's letting Lil Woody slide. Everybody's letting Lil Woody live. Lil Woody doing interviews. He walking around Atlanta. Niggas taking pictures with a fucking rat. Atlanta is nasty work, right? I mean, I'm telling you, just as bad as New York City. It's terrible. It's terrible to see y'all niggas, to remember where Atlanta came from. I remember when I'm Serious, TIP first album dropped. I'm Serious. Said that bump that back bump anywhere. No doubt. T.I. and Beanie Man. I remember when trap music, T.I.'s second album first came out. I remember when Young Jeezy, Trapper Die 101. I think that's what it was. Yeah, listen, classic music from Atlanta. I remember when Big Meech had Atlanta on fire, and now y'all are at a point where y'all got Lil Woody, a fucking rat, walking around Atlanta, taking pictures because y'all scared of him. So if you a rat and you a killer rat, niggas will leave you alone. If you a killer rat, then everybody just want to take pictures. Y'all walking around. The man told on young Thugga. I'm just being honest. This is Grown Man Business TV. The man told on Thugga. He told on him. Got out of jail. Y'all spit on Gunna, but y'all take pictures with Lil Woody? I'm gonna take it. Hold on real fast, man. Let me get this on. Y'all spit on Gunna, and y'all take pictures and do interviews with Lil Woody. Y'all should be ashamed of y'allself out there in Atlanta right now. The streets are in shambles out there. Nasty work, homie. Lil Woody is a rat. And I know nobody want to say it. I ain't been hearing nobody on no podcast, on no content creators channels just flat out say that Lil Woody is a rat. I hope you see this, Lil Woody. We ain't like everybody else. I don't care if you got a body or not, nigga. I don't care if you like Alpo. You a dangerous rat. You a dangerous rat, homie. Oh, you a rat. Somebody get the rat poison and tuck it off somewhere in the cheese form. Because we know you're going to eat the cheese. But we going to put the rat poison in there for you next time, little homie. Huh? That man is a rat. And I think he deserved to be locked up. It's nasty work when they give rats immunity. Let's look at something real fast, man. Nasty work, homie. Huh? Huh? What we talking about? Salute to the chat. Salute to the chat. This fucking guy, man. Huh? Look at this guy. Look at this fucking egghead dude right here. A whole rat right here. A whole rat right here. Full of cheese. This nigga, look at this shirt. He full of cheese right there. Now he out and y'all doing interviews with him. Huh? 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 I've been out the streets for a long time. I've been out the streets for a long time. But a rat still does something, and it makes my skin crawl. It still makes my stomach turn. A motherfucking rat. Motherfucker out there shooting people, destroying the community, causing all this mayhem and commotion, destruction in the community. And then you get around them peckerwoods and you get to talking. You turn to a whole rat round them peckerwoods, round them dog fur having people. You get round dog fur, sheep smelling people, and then you get the ratting. But you gotta understand something. I appreciate that, John. Appreciate that, homie. I always felt like YouTube needed a lane for the real, homie. They needed just a lane, just one lane for the real. Just one lane for real information where we ain't sugarcoating the shit. We ain't got all the mics and we ain't got all the background and the green screens and we ain't got the celebrity guests and we ain't doing interviews. We just talking real spill, homie. And that's how I like it. We growing this shit organically. All I do is cut my phone on and get to talking to y'all and we run these numbers up. Even with a strike on the channel, the numbers is beginning to run back up and we ain't stopping. So since this is a channel for the real, since that's what we are doing, you know, I don't care how much help you think you giving Young Thugger. I don't care about none of that. You already ratted, kid. Your name on the Alpha David. You ratted, kid. Scary ass niggas that scared to do they bid. Fuck it, I run wildin' and why? They can't live. Got you loud niggas who relocated down south. Then you got the jealous loudmouths. All of a sudden, we got Crips and Bloods. DTs running around quick to split your mug. Let's easy to score, but it's hard to get your shit off. Niggas scrapping over 100 sales. See the fiends drive off. When it's fiends, see them on the block, happy as hell. Niggas mad cause they ain't get a piece of that sale. Cutthroat connivers. Universal ghetto survivors. Go to anybody, go any hood and make it live and make it lava. A lot of niggas scheming, for real, some niggas fronting, but I'm a big dreamer, so watch me come up with something. New York, New York. Boom, boom, boom. Yo, that's Nas right there. I just wanted to shoot that out there. Salute to Nas, nigga. That's one of my favorite joints right there. That New York State of Mind shit is ill. Boom, boom, boom. New York, New York. Boom, 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 boom. Salute to the chat. Hold on. Cash App is GMB TV. I'm gonna put it in the chat for y'all if y'all do want to hit the Cash App. I be forgetting all about that. You know, these dudes that made a hustle out this shit. They done made a real hustle out this YouTube shit. And you know, niggas always tell me, yo, put the Cash App in the, you know, but I never do it. But I'm gonna put it in I'll put it in the chat for y'all. You know, I have my mods do it as well. But I'll put it in the chat for right now. Hold on. Salute to the chat. It's $sign GMBTV 101. Salute to the chat. Yeah, so I just threw it in the chat, man. That's the Cash App. GMBTV 101. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to donate something to the Cash App, truly appreciate that. You already know what it is. To my mods, y'all get that. Y'all start clipping that up. And y'all can throw that in there when y'all get a chance, whenever y'all, you know, y'all can have that and to make sure it's there. You know what I mean? So that's the Cash App, GMBTV 101. $sign GMBTV 101. Big salute to the chat. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, let's get back on course, man. Young Thugger, man. You know, all jokes aside, all BS aside, you know, jail's not always a bad thing. Jail, when niggas get locked up, man, the first thing we want to do is we want to get out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like this natural. It's just like any animal that you put into a cage, right? You put an animal in a cage and the animal just starts just trying to get out. And like a dog might dig a hole through the ground to get out that motherfucking cage. If it's some dirt there, a dog would dig through the dirt under the cage to get out of it. But as humans, as men, right? What I realize and what I understand and what I've come to learn with maturity is that a lot of the times when you fighting to get out of jail, the hardest is the time that most of the time, those is the times where you kind of need jail, homie. You need to get away from the world. You need to detox. You need to recalibrate your mind. You need to rethink your actions. You need to figure out, why you in there. Because when you in jail, homie, believe it or not, when you in jail, you start to talk to yourself. If you're not one of them people that already talk to yourself, you start talking to yourself. It's a beautiful thing. You start reevaluating yourself. You start becoming honest with yourself. You start saying to yourself like, damn, I could have did that a little bit better. I was tripping, man, when I did that shit. I shouldn't have never did that. You know what? I was super high. I was high off lean. I had taken 14 Percocets. You understand? And I was high. And that's why I did that. But you go 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 5 months, 8 months, 10 months, 12 months, 24 months, right? 48 months. And now you ain't high no more, homie. You sober. You ain't had lean in years. You ain't had weeds. You ain't smoking that nasty ass Zaza. Now you starting to gain your weight back, right? Now you starting to get this look to you like this right here. You starting to look like this thugger right here. So you starting to look like a man and shit now. You starting to resemble a man again. Because you can't even fit a skirt looking like this, nigga. You can't even fit a skirt. It ain't a skirt that you can find that you can fit that'll fit you the way you looking right here. It ain't a halter top that'll fit these shoulders right here, thugger. It ain't a halter top. It ain't no kind of shirt that like a halter top that you could put on these big ass linebacking shoulders right here. These is the shoulders of a real man right here. These is the shoulders of a linebacker, of a Tampa Bay Buccaneer. So, you done went to jail. You been sitting there. Look at this. Look at the difference. See? See? So I'm telling y'all, let Thugger sit his ass in jail for a few more years. Y'all talking about, oh, no, he ain't got a fair trial. Is this, that, and the third. You don't look like this when you smoking all that Zaza weed. You don't look like this when you sipping lean every goddamn night, doing coke with the science girl that you've been dating. What the goddamn girl is, the Libra, the science teacher, whatever her name is. This is the look of a man that been in jail for a few years and done cleaned up. His body done got rid of all those toxins and shit. His body done got rid of all those toxins. His body don't know what lean feel like no more. Look at him. You ain't never seen Thugger look like a man, but guess what? Guess what? When your ass go in front of those people with the dog fur, your ass gonna look like a man. You gonna pull your pants up. You gonna wear a tie and you gonna wear a button-up shirt. Yeah, you gonna respect them people. You gonna respect them people, even if the judge is black. I'm not even talking about the judge. I'm talking about the higher-ups and the elites. Your ass is gonna respect that. So now we see Thugger looking like a young man. Well, old man. He looked like an old man. I'm gonna rephrase that. You look old, nigga. All that lean and coke and dope and Percocets, it make your silly ass look old. Huh? Huh? Look at him. Look at the man. Young Thug doesn't look that skinny anymore, does he? Young Thug, look at his arms right here. It ain't a halter top that'll cover this shit right here. It ain't a skirt that'll fit this right here. It ain't a motherfucking halter top that he could find in any Fashion Nova that'll fit over these shoulders. That's why he got a turtleneck on. Look, you got Thugger got a turtleneck. Listen, a turtleneck is grown man business, young Thugger. Salute to you. And I don't wish jail on you, but I'm telling you, 2 to 3 more years in that jail and Thugger will be totally turned around. We won't have to worry about Thugger and no goddamn skirts. We won't have to worry about Thugger and no goddamn halter tops and see-through ballerina clothes anymore. You know, look at this shit right here. I want to show you something. Look at this Thugger right here. This is the Thugger that y'all like. This is the Thugger right here that y'all screaming for. Free Thugger. Look what jail did for his ass. Look what jail did for him. Look what a jail cell did for young Thugger. Huh? This what y'all screaming right here. This what y'all want. Y'all want a nigga to be high on lean, popping Percocets all day. 102 pounds, nigga soaking wet. When your ass get in that jail cell, homie, this what happens to you. This what happens to you. But see, you got to understand something. John. In jail, you surrounded by way more stand-up men than mooks. Oh, it's mooks in jail, don't get me wrong. But the mass majority of the men in jail, they ain't no motherfucking mooks, homie. They Muslims and they stand-up niggas. And yeah, you gonna end up in the cell with a Muslim or a stand-up nigga, unless you go to PC. You go to PC, you might end up with a mook. But obviously, he ain't with no mooks, homie. Trust me. He wouldn't be that ain't the man, that ain't no, he in jail with some stand-up niggas. Huh? Huh? This what y'all want. This what y'all want right here. But I'm telling you, another few years in jail and this what y'all going, this what you supposed to have right here. Salute to this Thugger. Salute to that young thug right there. And see, salute to you, John. Because every man don't need to do a lot of time in jail. You know, you could beat 5 years, right? And realize like, man, jail ain't I ain't going to jail. I ain't doing this shit no more. I went to jail for 3 months and I knew I was never going back. I'm never going back, homie. Thugger, with all that money and all that pride and ego, he need 4 to 5 years in jail to fully get his mind right. He eating now. Well, shit, Thugger's a millionaire on the street. But on the street, right, he was looking like this. On the street, this how Thugger was looking. But he was a millionaire because he was high on lean, high on Percocet pills, high on motherfucking Xanax, high on Zaza weed with all the spray chemicals, high off of motherfucking alcohol all goddamn day. He doing all these drugs. He ain't got time to eat. The nigga 100, he 98 pounds right here. Nigga 98 pounds. But you put his ass in jail for about 2 to 3 years, and this the Thugger that you get right here. Yeah. That's the Thugger right there you get when your ass lay down for 3 to 4 years, nigga. Jail gonna work out good for a lot of you niggas. Don't run from jail, homie. You a thug, you a gangster, you a driller, you a slider, you a killer. Your ass going to jail, homie. And when it's time to go to jail, don't run from it. Don't fight it, nigga. Lay it down. Accept it, nigga. Start working out. Adrian, I see you in the chat. Salute, my G. Start working out. 3 hots in a motherfucking cot, nigga. 2 years of 3 hots in a cot. Nigga, you 189 pounds now, homie. Yeah. That's Thugger right there. I can salute that. But if you ask me, you need about 3 to 4 more years, Thugger. Oh. Now you come out, now your ass will be a damn Muslim. You have a kufi on your head when you come to court. You'll be saying, goddamn, Olalu Akbar, Olalu Akbar, Olalu Akbar. That's what your ass will be saying. 3, 4 more years. Oh yeah, Thuga. Thuga will be saying, Olalu Akbar. Huh? Yeah, Lucci, you know, he ain't telling nobody. Lucci needed a little bit more time in jail, if you ask me to. My opinion. I feel like he got out too early, nigga. I feel like he still think he the man. You need about 5 to 10 years, nigga, to straighten these young niggas out, to straighten they motherfucking asses out. I got a feeling that Lucci gonna go right back in there and do. I think Lucci going back to jail soon. That's my opinion, Malik. That's just my opinion. When I saw Lucci get his time and get out and all of that, they said he was getting out. His eyes told me that nigga going back to jail soon. That nigga Thuga just calm down, Thuga. You ain't missing nothing out here, homie. Except for your family, X, Y, and Z. But you been locked up for over 2 years now. Do another 2.5 years, nigga. That nigga, hey, listen to me. Fernita. Thuga do another 2.5 years. That nigga come out looking like 50 Cent used to look. Yo, you remember 50 Cent? You could catch me in the club. Apollo for the bub. Mama, I got the lean. You need him to get bug. I'm sorry I'm having sex. I ain't into making love. So come give me a hug. Pound to getting rubbed. That 50 Cent, this nigga stay in jail for another 2.5 years and he'll be like 50 Cent in the club, nigga. He'll be a problem. And hopefully he'll get his mind right. So he'll know not to come out and put no skirt on because he too damn big for a skirt. Oh, I'm past all that, man. We talking revolutionary shit now. I don't want to see no more young black men get railroaded in the court like they railroaded me. And use his influence to stray. Come on, man. Salute the AO. I don't know. I heard them talking saying Rollo was a rat. He's saying he wasn't a rat. I ain't looked into it. But if they are jacking him, I mean, they jack 6ix9ine. I mean, that's what they doing nowadays. They jacking rats. But I'll say this, if he is a rat, nasty work. I can't. That's just one thing. And I'm not in the streets no more. I'm out the streets. I'm a full tax-paying citizen. I'm a father, a husband, a brother, all of that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't play street games, homie. But you know, it's just still some street. It's still some streetness in me that I just can't let go of in a fucking rat. I ain't getting close. I ain't dealing with no rats. I ain't dealing with no rats. I wouldn't give a fuck. If my son came home and said, "Dad, this is my best friend," and you know, he had some hiccups in life, and you know, he ended up telling on, and you know, he's in the paperwork, and he signed the affidavit. Then I tell him, your name on the affidavit, you ratted kid. You get the fuck, you can't come in here. Sorry, boss man. Yeah, you got to take your friend out of here. You know, I would watch him if he is a rat, but if you want to be friends with him, fine. But we don't deal with rat. Nah, no animals get to come in the big house. If you a rat, you a rat. Your name was on the affidavit, you ratted, kid. Hey, man, I'm sorry, man. My dad, you know, he's my dad. You know, my dad was born in the late 19th century. My dad's an 80s baby, 1983. My dad is an 80s baby. He grew up in an era where they don't like rats, and he says you're a rat. But my dad's crazy, man. He doesn't. He's old, man. And my dad's a dinosaur. My dad doesn't. Yeah, nigga, I'm stuck in the old ways, nigga. I'm stuck like the old days, nigga. I'm stuck in the old. I'm an 80s baby, homie. I was born in the late 19th century, nigga. I was born in the 19th century. That's a long time ago. So a lot of the rules and regulations that I use, that's, I know y'all youngsters don't, I get it, 6ix9ine, Woody, Rollo, and all the other rats that's roaming around and made y'all feel like everything is good and everything is comfortable. But me personally, I was born in the late 19th century. Ain't a goddamn rat, cat, dog, none of that shit coming in my house. I don't deal with no animals. I don't deal with no dog fur. Huh? I don't give a goddamn if it's a cat. We ain't dealing with no fur balls. And we ain't dealing with none of that over here. Nigga, your ass coughing up fur balls, you can't be in the big house. It's crazy. Salute to the chat. Yeah, I was in the jacuzzi, man, earlier. If y'all ain't hit that like button, make sure y'all hit that. Y'all already know. If y'all ain't hit that subscribe button, make sure y'all hit that. Y'all already know, man. Y'all see that? It's grown man business, man. Y'all know what time it is. Hold on. Salute to the chat. Yeah, I was in the jacuzzi all day today. I was in the jacuzzi all day today, man. Jacuzzi, hot tub. I did a live stream so y'all can see it. Y'all can check it out. Did a live stream today. Shit be lit up, though. Enclosed. You see the enclosure. Now I'm about to cut all this shit off. Salute to the chat. Salute, big salute to the chat. What it do, what it do. This is the life, man, This is what they should be preaching to these young niggas. You feel me? Get you a family, get you a house, nigga. Get you a pool in your backyard, nigga. Do what you want. Whatever you want, go do that. All that street shit. You want to be a thug, nigga? Don't cry when it's time to go to jail, homie. Don't cry about an unfair trial. It ain't shit fair when you a thug, homie. It ain't fair. So, nigga, oh, man, it was a fair trial. Man, listen, nigga, that's what thugs do. You a thug, ain't you? Yeah, 1980. That shit sound crazy. We was born in the late 19th century. That shit is ill. I never heard that. My daughter told me that one time. She said, "Dad, you guys were born in the 19th century?" And I was like, "Damn, you right." I never thought about it like that. That shit was crazy. That shit was ill. I never thought about it like that. You know what I'm saying? These niggas, man, you gotta understand something. It's deeper than being a thug. It's deeper than being a hooligan. Can you check balance a household? Can you manage a household? That's gangster. Can you manage a household? That's gangster. Can everybody want a big house? You know how much the electric bill is in this motherfucker? You know how much it costs to run a big house? You know how much it costs to maintain this shit? Everybody want a big house though. I want a big house. Yeah, man, we was born in 19th century. My daughter said, you was born in the 19th century? I was like, damn. That shit is ill, son. My shit got gray hairs in it and shit. It's crazy. You know? Salute to the chat, man. If you're new to this channel, make sure you subscribe to it. We are at the big house. You already see how I'm giving it up. We at the big house, baby. What's the square footage? 4,000 square feet, like 4,100 square feet. And I got cameras everywhere. You see that right there? That's a camera. That's a camera right there. I got cameras all over the fortress. Yeah, we had the best music. You already know. We definitely had the best era of music. The best era. The best era of music. Look, look, cameras everywhere. That's another one. That's another one right there. Hold on. Oh, there you go. I'm about to say that shit might be dead. There go another one right there. Another camera. That's a camera right there. Appreciate that. Yeah, about 4,100 square feet, almost 42. Hold on real quick. I like to show these all because I'm proud. I got cameras everywhere. One thing I don't do. Hold on. Hold on, look at it. Here you go. Watch this. Right there. Boom. There go another one right there. There go another one right there. Another camera. They all hooked up to my phone, so all I gotta do is click on the app in my phone. I could pull them shits up. I could record. I could talk to you through the camera, so I could lock into the camera, and I could hit the talk button, and I could talk to you. So sometimes I'll be on the road. I'll be like, I could be in Cali, and my kids would be moving around, and I hit the, instead of calling them, I hit the talk joint, and I start, oh, Dad, why you just call the phone? Yeah, man, we had, man, just the good old days, man, you know. The 90s, man, when McDonald's was like real food, no cell phones. Niggas play outside all day, ride bikes. One of my little homies, I was telling the story the other day. When I was I was young. One of my friends' name was Billy. He was a white boy. He was a dog fur person. His name was Billy. And we stayed in the hood, so he wanted to come to my birthday party. But because we stayed in his hood, his mama really didn't want him to come to my birthday party. But she didn't say that. Billy's mom was really nice. She was a white woman. And instead of him coming to my birthday party, she told my mom, how about you guys have the birthday party at my house? We got plenty of room. We're going to have Pizza Hut. Yeah. We're going to have Pizza Hut, this, that, and the third. And my mom was like, sure, because, you know, that means we ain't got to pay for it. So, mind you, this is Billy. I go to school with him. He's in my class, white boy. We get the Billy house. And I never forget this shit. We get the Billy house for my birthday party. Billy people got a nice house, a nice-ass house. And it's a pool, and they got a pool in the back. I could not believe it. I got the Billy house. This nigga had a pool in his backyard. Yo. I was shocked. Now, mom, we ended up getting in the pool. It was like a pool party. It was my birthday party, but it was at Billy house. And that shit burned in my brain. I always wanted a pool. Now, mind you, after we left Billy house, me and my people, we went back to the hood because that's just what it was. But when I got older, I always told myself, like, yo, when I start getting property, I'm gonna get me a house. When I get the house that I live in, I want that shit to have a pool in it. I don't give a fuck if it's a pool in it. I don't give a fuck if it come with a pool or not. I'll put a pool in it. So I'm proud of that pool. That shit was 130,000. It's a spa. You know what I'm saying? The pool is heated. The jacuzzi is heated. White marble all around the decking, enclosed, so we ain't got to worry about no bugs. I got a lot of family coming down next month in September. So I love when the family come down. They enjoy the pool. They enjoy the house. They enjoy the square footage. You feel me? And this is what it's about, homie. It's, you know, when these niggas get locked up after making millions and millions of dollars, it's hard for me to have sympathy for them. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like, once you start touching some money, what you understand is money don't fix everything. So you can make You can make millions of dollars, right? And you can still end up like Young Thug and YFL, Lucci, and them niggas. You can make millions of dollars and still end up like all these other rap, Casanova, Two Time, Blueface, all these rappers that make all this fucking money, right? Somehow they end up in jail. It's because the money don't change you. You just get the money and it really enhances whoever you really are. But the whole time, even before you got the money, you really needed to sit down for 3, 4, 5 years, nigga. You needed some time to go to jail. You was able to dodge the pen. You was able to pay your way out of certain situations. You was able to get away and dodge the jail cell. But that shit caught up with you. And when it catch up with you, nigga, don't start crying now. When it catch up with you, lay down. Take some time to reflect, my nigga. You see how different Young Thug look, man? And I don't mean to keep bringing that up, but it's like, you know, jail ain't always bad, man. Niggas be running from jail. They be running. Niggas just trying to do anything to stay out of jail, homie, and I get it. But if you playing in the game and you know that you playing in that game, jail is inevitable, homie. You gotta go to jail, nigga. And now look at this man. Again, I just want to show this picture before we close out. Look at this man. That's what jail did for him. What the fuck you think? Jail food, nothing but time on your hands, and jail, nigga. When you go to jail, you ain't got to worry about no bills. You ain't got to worry about the light. You ain't got to worry about none of that. Somebody gonna bring your mail to you. Somebody gonna wash your clothes for you. Somebody gonna bring your food to you. Yeah, I am Aboriginal. And sometimes, you know, that's why I don't say I wish jail on nobody, but you know, sometimes for me it was 3 months. I did so much shit in my life, man, that that I got away with, right? And I ended up getting locked up for some shit, like some dumb shit, you know what I'm saying? And I ended up getting 90 days. I'm talking about out of all the crime, all the guns, all the shit that I done did in my life, I ended up getting locked up for some bullshit, right? And I ended up doing 90 days. That's where I met Mega Bills at. Salute the Mega. And I learned my lesson in 90 days that I wasn't never going back to jail, nigga. And I ain't never been back. Knock on wood. I ain't never went back. 90 days. But sometimes you might need 3 or 4 years so you can go from looking like this to looking like this. So you can go again from looking like this, right? Looking like this, right? Looking like this, right? To looking like this. And it take a grown man to tell you this, not just one of these bloggers that's trying to get likes and views and subscribers, not these dudes that's puppets for the higher ups and the elites. It take a real grown man to sit you down. I would tell my nephew, if he was my nephew, I would tell him, listen, nephew, you done already sat down, homie. We got this shit okay. Your kids is good. Mama good. Everybody straight. Your money is intact. We got your money. Your lawyer is paid. Go ahead and lay it down for another year, homie. Come home at the end or come home 2025 in the summertime. You know what I'm saying? We you know what? We gonna get you out of there. We get you out of there in May 2025, homie. And you be ready to fuck the summer up. We gonna drop some hits. But if I was his uncle, I'd be telling him, get your mind right, man. All this, you know, all this right here that you own, homie. All this weird shit that you was on is over, bro. Get your mind right, man. Recalibrate. Stand up, homie. You look like a real man right now. Stand on that. All that whole shit you was doing with those dresses, man, that was a phase, homie. It's time to elevate to the next. Sometimes you need to lay it down just for a little bit, man. And again, I know niggas don't like to hear that. So that was my point, and that was my angle with this live stream. That, you know, I'm not saying free Thugger, homie. I want to see the nigga go to the next level. I want to see Thugger shed all that feminine stuff he was doing, shed that shit, and then go to the next level because he's still influential to the youth. He's still influential to the culture. The young niggas still look up to Thugger. So I don't want to say free Thugger just yet, nigga. You looking too solid right now. The way you looking in court, you look solid, homie. I'd rather see you like that. I'd rather see you like that than to see you like this. Simple and plain, homie. Yeah. I'd rather see you like that than to see you like this. Simple and plain, homie. Like it or not. You ain't gotta like it. You ain't gotta agree with me. I'd rather see you looking like this right here. You know what I'm saying? Solid, look, I'd rather, you looking high. You feel me? Your eyes is all sunk in. I mean, you going through it right here, homie. And that's the life that's waiting for you. I'd rather see you looking like that then, homie. That's where you need to be at. Yeah, Aboriginal. Hey, I am Aboriginal. Facts, B. Facts. Niggas don't never talk about that side of jail. Jail done saved a lot of dudes, homie. Jail done, a nigga a lot of these dudes that do 10, 20 years in jail, they be like preserved. Jail like preserves you. If you do it right, you go in there, mind your business, work out. That shit preserves you, homie. It like takes you away from all the bullshit of the world. And you can turn like this. This nigga look like he glowing. Look at this nigga's skin. This nigga using face wash in jail or something? But he got like Jergens lotion. What this nigga got? Butter? What kind of lotion this nigga using? His skin, he ain't never glowed like that. He glowing. Nah, cause he be looking like that. That's the Thugger we know. This is the Thugger we know. That nigga got Jergens in there. He got some kind of butter. He got motherfucking, that nigga got shea butter. That man got a bottle of shea butter in there, man. So, yeah. Let the jail save you, homie. Let the time away from all the BS save you, homie. Recalibrate your mind. Start thinking bigger, man. What's the next, man? You got kids. You got a family. You got people looking up to you, man. If you get out, then that means you beat the feds. If Thugger get out and he don't straighten up, it's over. This when the energies in the universe give you that chance. When you be in jail and you say that's what I'm saying. Jail to save a nigga. You be in jail and you say, if you let me out, man, I'll change my ways. I'll never do that shit. I mean, you make a promise to the universe. Next thing you know, them doors slide open. The jail cells slide open. Now you gotta hold up your end of that promise that you made when you was in there talking to yourself, talking to the universe, homie. Thugger seemed like he a smart dude. Came a long way as far as what he being in jail. I say another year, man. 12 months. So listen, you already know what time it is, man. You know you can definitely donate to the Cash App. Like I said, I'm kind of new to the Cash App. A lot of my homies, a lot of prominent YouTubers, they always tell me like, yo, man, tell the people, give the people your cash. I always forget though, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, tell the people your Cash App, tell the people this and that. I just always forget. People send super chats and shit, that's cool. But hold on. I'm gonna take their word for it because they make they do a lot, but this ain't about no money for me. But the Cash App is the Cash App. Cash App is in the chat. I'm gonna leave y'all with this, right? I'm gonna leave y'all with this. Grown man business is a universal energy. It's a universal energy, my G. Like, I talk about dog fur people. I talk about FBA, because that's what I am. FBA, Foundational Black American. My people is from South Carolina. The Geechee tribe. We Geechee, right? But one of the main reasons why I named this channel Grown Man Business TV, the business, right, is because grown men, that's a universal. That grown man energy is a universal thing, where it don't matter what race you in, it don't matter what community you come from. There's grown men that stand on grown man business in all of those communities. And the higher ups and the elites are trying to wipe that out. They're trying to get rid of grown men that talk like me, that use their baritone, that use the Adam's apple, that's gonna look you in your eye and tell you what it is, homie. You understand that's gonna give you that tough love. That's just gonna keep it 100. You know that uncle that we used to have, that grandpa that we used to have, that'll give you that game, homie, and won't sugarcoat that shit. Don't sugarcoat it. You know, your uncle will tell you, Amy, you fucking up, man. You gonna throw your whole goddamn life away, and I ain't gonna let you do it. You remember that uncle that used to talk to you like that? They trying to get rid of that energy. And they trying to replace it with Saucy Santana and Lil Nas X. They trying to replace that energy with Saucy Santana and Lil Nas X. This energy is far few in between. When you scroll through YouTube and you scroll through the algorithm and you look at different channels, you're gonna realize the more you deal with Grown Man Business TV, how rare this is. And after you scroll through and you look at other channels and you get that junk food, it's gonna bring you back to Grown Man Business TV. It's because you need a dose of this, bro. Respectfully, women and dudes, it don't matter. This don't gotta. We all need a dose of this. You understand? I bring this to my nieces and nephews when they start getting out of line and, you know, X, Y, and Z, right? I go and I sit them down and I give them this Grown Man Business and I talk to them like this, because that's how I got talked to and how I understood, and it always works. All that soft sugarcoating shit is played out, homie. A lot of the times when you get to talking like this, people get offended because they are not used. They've been programmed and they've been brainwashed with this new generation, Generation X, Gen Z, whatever. No, we Generation X, so I think it's like Gen Z or whatever these generation shits is, right? These new generations, they so used to men talking to them like women that when you talk to them like this, they get offended. They get defensive. Don't get defensive. This is Grown Man Business TV, where we can have dialogue. Worst coming to worst, we can agree to disagree. You can say, Grown Man Business, I rock with you, but I don't subscribe to that. And I say, well, you know what? We can agree to disagree. But that's what men do. And when you stand on Grown Man Business, that shit's gonna trickle down to the women, homie. They gonna follow the big dogs. All that other shit is vanity. All that other shit is vanity. You know, the money, you know, trust me, we gotta get money. We getting money. We gonna get the money, right? But the money don't make the man make the money. See, that's what I was taught by old head niggas. These young boys lost that. That's why I'm trying to bring that back. I'm just here to restore the feeling, my G. I'm just here to restore the feeling. Yeah, you got all that money, but you ain't a man. She with you because the money. She slide with me whenever I tell her to, if it's money involved or not. She with you because you got the money. She slide with me when I tell her to, nigga, if I got the money or not. And luckily for me, this is half the house worth 700, almost damn near 700,000. So it ain't no money, and the money ain't the problem. But the money don't make the man make the money. So I want to give a big salute to y'all, man. This is Grown Man Business TV. This is Grown Man Business TV. That's what y'all come here for. That grown man perspective, homie. That is coming far few in between, because we got too many Saucy Santanas. We got too many, you know, Lil Nas X's. We got too many Lil Uzi Verts. I'm not even gonna say Young Thugger. I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt, Young Thugger, until you get back into this world and you show me you ain't changed, and I'm gonna put you back in that category. It's time to stand on business. Make them young niggas stand on business. Make your nephews and your nieces stand on business. Make your little homies stand on business. Make these young niggas stand on grown man business. So listen, man, you already know what time it is. It's your boy Grown Man Business TV, right? You can tap in, you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest, and I suggest you tap in. Listen, I suggest you tap into this grown man business. I suggest you tap into this grown man content at all times. You already know what it is. Straight off the brick into the bottles. Straight off the bricks into the bottles. Straight raw, pure, uncut, no extras, no preservatives. We not sugarcoat nothing and we not dressing nothing up, homie. Listen to me. Look me in my eye when I'm talking to you. We giving you this shit straight real. Straight off the brick into the bottles. Raw, pure, uncut, dope information. Whew. Is what it is and it'll be what it's gonna be. Big salute to all the new subscribers. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that like button. That's gonna put us back in the algorithm. We running these numbers up, but we gonna run them up even more with this grown man business. Hey, Thugga, I can't say free Thugga just yet. Make sure you lay it down another year, homie. Take full advantage of the correctional system, right? Before you come back into this crazy cold world that we living in. Everybody screaming free young Thugga. We ain't screaming. I ain't screaming free young Thugga. Not yet. Not yet, but salute to you, homie. Sending positive energy your way. Yeah, I can't wait to see when you do get out. The new Thugga. Yeah. Is what it is and it'll be what it's gonna be.